Okay, this video will illustrate you how to use QGIS software for creating the population density map of Thailand. Okay, first you need to browse to the folder where you save your data. Here I have this one, Education Camp Data THA. We have two types of data. First one is called shapefile with the .hhp extension, and also the data population number data of Thailand. Okay, the first step, you need to add the data you have here in the browser to the layer. You have two possibilities. First, you just simply drag from here and drop to layer, and then the shapefile will be automatically appear in the display window here. And some of you might have a problem that you cannot drag and drop the file from the browser to the layer. So you just do like this. Click on the file that you want to add in the layer and just press on this icon. And then the file will also automatically appear in the layer. You can switch the layer here like this. Okay, next you need to join the data in the tabular format here into the shapefile. Okay, how to join it? First, you need to check the attribute table. Just right click on the shapefile, go to the open attribute table, and here is called the attribute table. It's like a Excel file. So you need to join the data that you collected in the field, for example, into the shapefile like this. But first, you need to look in the shapefile, in the attribute table. If you want to join the data, you must have one field or one column here that the content is identical to the content in the Excel file. And in this case, I have the ADM1EN, which is the name of each province in English. Okay, here are the content. Amnat, Jaren, Ang Thong, Bangkok, for example. And then you need to check in the Excel file, just right click and select Open Attribute Table. And here we have province ENG, and the list of the provinces here are identical to the list of the province in the shapefile. We have here province ENG. It means that if you want to join the data in the Excel file to the shapefile, you need to join the province ENG to the ADM EN. Okay, how to join the data? You just right click on the shapefile here, not the lower one, it has to be the upper one, the shapefile, and go to properties. And then you can check your data here. Let me expand this. Okay. First, you need to select the source and look into the coordinate system. It has to be this one, ESPSG 4326 WGS 84. It's okay. And next, go to the labels, because you want to label the name of each province on the map, because now in the map you cannot see any names. Okay, so you just click on the labels and select the show label for this layer, and you need to label with the ADM1EN, which is the name of each province in English. And then go to the placement, select the free, and go to the text. Okay, sorry, my computer works so slow. Select the text here and select the label with ADM1EN, and then you can select which font type you need, and also the size. I think the size of 8 with the which font you prefer, maybe this one, I don't know, just try, just click apply. If you're happy with the orientation and the font size, yeah, you can just click OK. But if you're not happy with the font type and the font size, you can just simply change it. I think size 8 is too large, maybe 6, and click apply first. Okay, it looks fine. Then you just hit OK button, and then go to the property again. Next, go to the, where is it, joins here, and click the add icon, add button here, and join layer, the Thailand pop. Join field, it has to be the province ENG. To the target field ADM1EN, and hit OK button. Okay, and hit OK again. And if you check the attribute table of the shapefile, you can see that the data in the Excel file is now automatically joined into the shapefile. Here we have the total population number of each province in Thailand. Okay, and next you need to determine the population density, and population density equal to number of people over a specific unit of the area, which is square kilometer. But now we have just only the number of population, we don't have the area, so you need to calculate it. You can simply do it by clicking on this icon and type area. Output field type, it has to be decimal number real. Go to the geometry, select the area with string dollar string before the area, double click and hit OK button. And now the area of each polygon. What is polygon? Polygon is the boundary of each province. This one is called one polygon, another polygon. Okay, now you have all the area of each polygon. Next, you need to determine the population density. Now we have everything. We have the area, we have the population number. So you can just simply determine the population density by clicking on this icon again. And output field has to be pop den, which stands for population density, and select this one. It has to be the integer. And you need to go to this one, field and values. Population density is equal to total population number. Double click on this. Multiply with 10 to power 6, which is the unit conversion from square meters into square kilometer, divided by area. Just double click and hit OK button. And now the population density is automatically determined for each province. Okay, now everything is done. It's very simple and quite straightforward. Next, you can see that here the pencil icon appear in front of the shapefile. It means that you have not saved your calculation yet, so you need to save it. Just open the attribute table again and select this one and save and close it. Okay, and next you need to label the population density on the map. You can just simply do it. Just right click again on the shapefile. I think you don't need this anymore, but it's okay. Just right click, go to properties, then select the symbology. Change this one from single symbol into the graduated. Okay, the column here has to be the population density. You need to illustrate, you need to show the population density. So you need to select this one. And for the cologram, I prefer this one. Okay, and change the mode from equal interval into the natural breaks. How many classes you have? I have 5, so I need 10 classes, so I just type 10. And now you can see that there are 10 classes on the screen, and then just click on the OK button. And now you can see that the color of the map changed with respect to the population density, and you can see that population density in the central part of Thailand, and this area is Bangkok, is very high compared to the other part of the country. And then everything is done. It's very easy, very simple. Next, you need to export your map, but first you need to add all the cartographic elements on the map. You can just simply do it, but first you need to save your file, your working file first, just in case, because I don't know why the software is always crashed in the Windows 11. So you just go to the project, hit on the save as, and you can select which folder you want to save your output. Oh, sorry, your file. Okay, and then you need to select this icon. Just hit OK. You don't need to type anything, or you can type something. It's okay. Okay. If you look on the map of Thailand, you can see that you need to orient your paper from landscape to portrait. You just right click on the paper, go to page property, and select the orientation as portrait. Okay. And next you need to place the map that you just have made, which is this one. Okay. You just click on this one, this icon, and draw the area where you want to place your map on this paper. This is the A4 paper. I place it around here on the paper and wait for a while. Just wait. Be patient. If it takes too much time, maybe you can just enjoy your coffee first. Okay, now the map that you just have made in the QGIS software is appear on the paper like this, but the map size is very small. You can change the size because it's too small, too much empty space on your paper. Okay, you just simply change the number of the scale here. If you want to make it larger, you need to reduce the number, and I think the 650,000 should be the appropriate number. Then you click on update preview, and yeah, you need to wait for a while. I used to try on the Windows 11, but it still also takes time. Although you use the high performance computer with the RAM capacity of 16 GB, i9 Gen 13, but it still takes time. But you don't need to waste the time on waiting. You can just decorate your map. Okay, next go to the grid. Here, expand it, add the grid line, go to modify grid, and grid type is solid. CRS, it has to be this one. 4326 is fine. Okay, the interval, I think 5 degrees. Oh, it takes time. It has to be appear already here. But yeah, just type 5. And then go to frame. You can select frame type, maybe zebra. And what else? Draw coordinate. And then the coordinate that you just selected will appear around here. You can select the format. I suggest you to use this one. Degree, minute, and second. Show all. On the left, it has to be vertical ascending, and on the right, it has to be vertical ascending as well. What else? I need to scroll down. Anything else? Okay, it's fine. Go back, and the frame. You can select which color you prefer. Maybe this color. The background, maybe black. The the background color has to be this one. You can select any color you prefer. The grid line, okay, is here. Oh, it takes time. It's supposed to be appear here already. Just wait. You can select the font size of the grid text here. I think 14. Oh, but it takes so long time. The grid has to be appear already on the map. Alright, just leave it. And next you need to add the scale, graphical scale. You just select on this one and select the area where you want to place the graphical scale. Just draw it like this. And you can change this one, the segments. I think for the left has to be 0. Yeah, you get the scale. And you can add the map title by clicking on this one, the T, text, and draw the area where you want to type. This is the map title. I just place it here, and then I type the map title as the population density of Thailand 2023. Okay, and you can see that the font is too small and you need to align it to the center. You can change the font size, I think 28 with bold. Okay, if it was too large, you can reduce the size to 26 and it looks okay. Then you can decorate the frame. You can add the frame. You can add the background color, which color you prefer. Black and I don't know, maybe the blue. Now the map just appear. Okay, wait. You need to wait for a long time. And problem is you need to change the scale because now your map is too large. So you just go to view, go to panel, and I think go to item. The item is here. Yeah, the item is here. So you switch from item properties to the items and select the map because you need to adjust the size of the map. Select the map, go back to item property and change the value. I think it is too small. Maybe add another 10. Click on update preview. You can see now that the grid line is appear. Alright, looks good. And next you need to add the cartographer name by you need to click on this one, the text. You want to place the cartographer name around here, just draw the rectangle here and just type your name. Jordani Jovanovic. Your institution. It's not coming. Okay, here are the information that I want to add. I need to align it to the right middle. If you are happy with the font size and font type is okay, but if you prefer another font type, you can change from here. Okay, and also the size. But now I'm happy with this one. And what else you need to add? You can add the logo of your institution on the map tool. Just click on this one, you see, the image, and draw the area where you want to place your image. And then go to this one, browse to the folder that you save your logo. And the PNG format is recommended. Okay. What else? You need to add the north arrow. So you go to this one because you need to add the image. Draw a rectangle. Go to the folder where you save your image. And now you have the north arrow here on your map. Okay, now everything is fine, but we need to wait for the rendering. Oh, you have the legend. You need to add it here. Okay, right? Too many. So you need to adjust something on the legend, like this one. You don't need this one. You don't need this one. They are too much. You just right click here. Oh, sorry, double click here and delete. Double click here and press delete. And okay. Now you have just only the population density number. And you can also add the frame color, the thickness of the frame. You can also add the background color, which color you prefer. Maybe, I don't know, this one, right? Your map is not necessary to be the same as mine. I mean the orientation or the placement of all the cartographic elements. You can adjust, you can decide by yourself. Okay, finally, not picture, it has to be map 1. Alright, so you just click on map 1, switch to the item properties, and here is the appropriate scale, which is 6,500,000 or 6 million. I don't know, you just try. Alright, it's gonna take forever, so I just skip this one. You can just play around on the setting. Okay, when you're happy with your map, next you need to export your map. Okay, you just go to the layout here and select this one, export as image. But on this map you cannot see the grid text, but yeah, I believe that you can see it on your computer. But if you cannot see it, you just go to the grid here. You have grid 1, you go to the modify grid. Oh, finally it's coming. Okay, it looks good. If you're happy with your map, then you can just export. But now I can see that the scale is too small. You can just switch, go to switch to the item, select the scale bar, and you can enlarge the scale like this. Let's say that everything is fine. You have map title, you have grid text. Export your map, just click on layout, select export as image, and browse to the folder that you want to save your output. In this case, I want to save it here, education camp. I name my output as Jardani. It has to be your name and the abbreviation of your institution, AIT. Hit save. Okay, after the file is exported, you can see the notification message here. It means that everything is finished. Okay, so you just browse to the folder where you save your output in education camp. This one.